and then TCL. It's been competitive all season long, but not quite playoff caliber. So these teams are just playing for pride at this point. No playoff implications in this matchup. I did just remember to get rid of the text, so on top of it this game. Alright, so to the bottom left we've got Team PK with Clown and Legends playing Zeus. So we get the double Zeus on Oasis. And then to the top right we've got TCL with the Poseidon Thor lineup. So interesting how this plays out. Obviously Poseidon Thor, you think heavy raiding cavalry, but I think the catch here will be on Oasis. Was this TCL's choice? I'm confused because this Oasis matchup, or map rather, I definitely say favors the Zeus players because of Centaur raids. And I did remember this text this time before the messages came. I just want to note that. Back to the action. So yeah, Oasis is an extremely low hunt map, so Centaur raids are extremely effective on this as they just cost pure wood, and then Poseidon can still get Centaurs, but compared to Zeus, it's not even a fair matchup Centaur raid wise, because Zeus gets the 15 favor to start, and then a higher favor generation rate, so the Zeus player will be able to get them out faster, and then keep producing them faster. Please tell me you got husbandry. Okay, thank you, Red. Red hit the sheep or goat jackpot with 14 goats, so he wisely gets the extremely early husbandry to make those things fattened. So wise play by Red there. Teal went with the hunting dogs, which I guess he probably did he kill his zebras already? No, his zebra are down there and there, but yeah, with 2 giraffes here and 2 gazelles. 3 gazelles, plus the hunt. His lure is just bringing his zebra in. Kind of bad luck there, but with all that hunt, it's worth it to get hunting dogs for Teal, I'd say. So he makes out okay there. Like to see early husbandry from Teal as well, though, since he as well has a decent number of sheep. I think Red definitely won the sheep wars. 17, 19. The map was stacked in his favor. Obviously, I think we'll see a lot of raiding cavalry out of TCL, but the question will be, do we see the Centaur raids coming out of PK, and if so, from one player or both? Usually you can, like, by looking at their wood and seeing how much they commit to it, you can identify it early, but it's still too early in the game to tell. Got the hunting dogs from blue, and the husbandry from green, so bit of a mixed reaction in terms of which upgrade to prioritize from all the players. Oh wow. So really nice relics on this map. Cavalry HP. I'm sure TCL would love to get that one, but it's on PK side of the map. And then this is the big one. Cheaper myth units. If anything says like Centaur Raid relic, that's it. So yeah, I wonder if green, especially after seeing that relic, if one of them doesn't go Centaur raids with that relic, I'll be disappointed. This is really nice from Clown, walling off extremely early, huge. However, it doesn't really matter too much if your teammate doesn't join you in the walling off effort, so hopefully Legends will wall off his side as well too, otherwise Clown wall isn't as big because he can still, he'll still have to worry about Teal raiding the back of his base. Really like this wall from Teal. Very creative with the two houses, temple. Nice play there as well. And what walling off, especially in a team game like this, on a map like this, by walling off you ensure all your villagers, your back gold, if there were actually food there, which there isn't really, but more your back gold and just villagers in general. Even like your gold here, or if you had back wood, you ensure that it's safe from any potential raids from your opponent. With the walls up, your opponent now, red can't even attack blue unless he goes all the way around here, which if green then walls off here, then they're pretty much safe from raids. At the same time, you get the same reaction out of teal. Red, on the other hand, especially as Norris, there's not much of an excuse for him not to wall off. Doesn't look like we're going to be seeing the Centaur raids. Who's going to get the relic? I can't believe green didn't grab that. This actually concerns me a bit for the Greek players. Pick off there, getting a villager for free. Red with the sheep should have a nice economy. I don't like the fact that he's going so dwarf heavy with his economy. 4 dwarfs on food. Another 3 on sheep already. Or goats, I keep calling them sheep, but 21, or he had 22. They're all fattening, so with that many goats, Red should be able to produce raiding cavalry and more raiding cavalry, so he should be able to get quite a nice army out of that. See the Hop Tox unit comp coming out of blue though, which I like that. That's probably a better bet than countering Hippicon versus raiding cavalry, especially with Red having that much of a food bank. Bit confused as to what green's doing. Gonna lose another villager here. The bigger question is, what's his plan militarily? So now he gets out of stable. Bit late. Teal's already producing off of 2 stables, so he's gonna have quite the numbers advantage on green, and then on top of that, green's got a somewhat exposed gold here, so if green gets knocked off gold, he's gonna be in a world of hurt, especially this early into the game. I think he's also lost good like 4 or 5 villagers now. Missed micro tail, he had that villager. So yeah, green getting knocked off gold is gonna completely shut down his cavalry production. If he doesn't have gold, he can't build raiding cavalry, so. Blue meanwhile, Clown doing a good job holding. The Hop Tox unit composition is just so hard to deal with as Norris. The Hops will just tear through any raiding cavalry you have, and then the Tox will just destroy throwing axemen or heroes, whatever you want to do to counter the Hops. Technically you need throwing axemen. Your best counter to Hops is Norris, but then the Tox will just tear through them. Still no god power usage. Blue still has restoration. Teal again, keeping green off that gold. Good micro there from Teal, keeping that alive continuously. He's gonna pick off green's cavalry while saving it. The only problem is he can't heal it, so It'll eventually die at some point, but delaying it a bit isn't bad, especially if you can pick off one of green's units in the meantime. Adding some talks to this mix for teal, or I guess even massing Hippicon would be fine, but I don't like how he's backing off. You know he's got green gold there, so gold starve green. If teal keeps the pressure up on green and gold starves him, then it's pretty much going to be the end of it for green. See, just little attack forces the ceasefire. Do like the tower upgrade from green, especially if he gets crenellations, which increases tower damage against cavalry. If you get this upgrade here, if you're ever getting harassed against a Thor or Greek player who spams cavalry, upgrade your towers, get crenellations, and it makes them do increased damage to cavalry, and then also makes it so they hit them automatically. Normally the cavalry are too fast that they'll just dodge the projectiles, but with that upgrade it makes sure the projectiles from the towers automatically hit the cavalry, so towers become extremely painful to cavalry that are trying to raid into them. Don't see it being researched though. Teal continuing to pressure green. Still no kernel. Really would have liked to see the tower upgrade from green, especially since it only costs food and wood instead of gold, which he's starved of right now. The saving grace for PK at the moment, especially for green, the fact that all the town centers in this game are in back position. Normally you'll have town center, your third town center will be forward, that way if your opponent controls the map as much as teal does right now, he could very easily take green's forward town center if he wanted to. So he's taking 3 town centers himself, but if he got green's town center was out here, he could take green's town center as well. And then being up 4 town centers to 2 against green, I think teal would just win that matchup easily, but the fact that green's town center, or third town center is in his back safely here, makes this pressure from teal a lot less costly as the game moves on, so green's extremely lucky about that. And meanwhile blue's pushing in nicely against red, again just massing hop talks, which are extremely hard and annoying for Norris to counter. We're gonna find these villagers, that would be nice. And I wish you could like get a perspective of one of the people, that way you could see what their fog of war looks like to see whether they know those gold mines are there or not. Get a miss micro there from blue targeting the house. Okay, nicely done by Clown, pulling off back his hops that kill the cavalry. Extremely nice restoration too. Just when it looked like red was coming back a bit, the restoration changes things. With Age of Mythology, for any newer players, it's all about the micro and the unit counters. With that battle, red was trying to get his cavalry on the archers of blue, and blue saw that, so he pulled his hops back to come kill the cavalry that were attacking his archers. Units get bonuses against other unit types. Hops counter cavalry, and then the Toxotes, the archers, counter infantry. So you want the unit to be attacking its counter since it gets the bonus damage there. Teal fortifying a forward position here. Again, unfortunate for him that there wasn't a town center he could fortify it around, but Still up heavily on green. And green's gonna be in trouble once this gold runs out in 600 gold. Oh! Absolutely painful double team coming out from Teal here. That's really, really good play from Center Rome. He knew blue was pushed up. The problem with the Hop Tox army is it's not very fast. It's not like you've got cavalry that can run away. These Tox are extremely slow, so blue's gonna lose pretty much every single unit he has here. Teal micros a little better and gets ahead and traps him again. Blue's gonna lose everything. Brilliant raid from Teal. Teal knew he had green completely turtling in his base, so add in the fact that Teal's so far away, it's not like green pushing out can do any real damage, so Teal is absolutely free to go double blue. And again, very nice wall here. I brought this up in the last series, how if your opponent extends forward through like a wall or little gap, if you re-wall it, you can trap him in and kill all his units as a result. Teal also stops green's third from going up. If Teal regroups and hits that third, he can kill green's army too. He has that out of position. Say blue got the better map than green. Blue's got 3 safe large gold mines back behind him, whereas green doesn't really have anything here, so 200 gold till green gets in trouble gold wise. Probably will have to join blue on that mine there. Not a fan of red going Scatty. Blue went Athena and green already burned his ceasefire, so red could have had flaming weapons, in which case all he'd need to do is cast flaming weapons right now and blue would just melt. Instead, red's attacking towers while Teal fights blue here. Definitely needs to remicro his throwing axeman to focus the hops. As it is, the advantage as Teal over green should be enough for TCL to take it, but as Thor, you always want to go braggy. Flaming weapons is just so strong. Not sure I'm a fan of that, using the frost on mostly villagers. Blue didn't really have that many units out to frost. I don't know if he wants to kill the underworld, but again, what's green gonna actually underworld through? Green doesn't really have that many units, and if he underworlds through, Teal can just kill him, so still the upper hand. Does look like TCL is going to be able to take it pretty easily. Teal's on green's doorstep. Green really has virtually no gold income at the moment. It's got 4 villagers mining and then a bunch sitting around, but that's his only gold income. The underworld got killed from both sides. I think red wasted his frost and spent all that time trying to kill it. Meanwhile, Teal just killed it before red anyway. Still no siege from Teal, which is going to slow his push in, killing the town center of Greens, but Green's already far behind, and losing villagers like this isn't going to help him. Blue's going to fight back a bit, but Blue's biggest problem is these frost giants, especially the upgraded ones, with Greek still being classical. It's hard to deal with them. Okay, taps out. So, honestly, the biggest factor in that game was green just deciding he could advance classical and make no military. Again, he didn't go centaurs, he didn't go anything. He got his stable after he was already getting attacked by TL, so that resulted in TL being able to harass green's gold and setting him far behind as a result, so